The title of this video was gonna be, I think I'm getting pretty good at speedrunning, and maybe it still, sorry, maybe it still will be that, but dude, over the past couple of days, I feel like I've been playing so bad. But this video is pretty good. It's like a 10-minute and 3-second speedrun, which if you would have told me, like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I would have freaked out, like, dude, it's not even that much slower than my personal best, and like, it has a ground zero in it, okay? I don't think I've ever showcased a ground zero. Is it called a ground zero cycle? I think it might just be called ground zero as the official name. It has a ground zero in the run, which is really cool. It's kind of, that name kind of sounds like you're nuking like an area, right? Isn't that what they call ground zero? Like the site of like a bomb explosion? I think it probably is. And that's kind of what the strat is. You basically, it's like, you'll just see, I'll talk about it when we get there. There's a couple iron bars, a whole bunch of bed explosions, the dragon dies, it's kind of cool. But like I was saying, I feel like when I got this run, I was playing actually out of my mind, like lights out. And I say that because the day I got this run, I had like three speedrun completions within 2 days, and this might not sound crazy to you if you aren't like a Minecraft speedrunner, but I had 3 runs. I had a 10:30 run, another sub 10:30 run, and I had a 10:03, all within a day and a half. And it like, I hope, I don't know if this comes across, but like, it was just, it felt so good because I feel like for so long, I've looked at these top runners, and I have like spent so many hours, countless hours on the wall, speedrunning, grinding, and I just like never get like runs to like actually happen. Like you always die in the fort or the bastion, and like literally you speedrun for days, like on the wall, and you won't get a single run. Like that is the most common outcome if you're gonna like speedrun on the wall. You just won't get a personal best. And I guess it depends on your play style. Like you can play more conservatively to like get more completions. But the point is, like, it felt so cool to like actually just like finally get like runs going. Like I just started ripping crazy pace. I had like a whole bunch of like 6-minute blinds or like sub 6-minute like first portals that converted into like 7:30 strongholds. I really hope this is making some sense. I'm like yapping out all of these numbers. I don't really know if the casual viewer gets it, because like if I say like, bro, I had like a 727 stronghold, like I don't know, if you're not like into the speedrunning community, you gotta have me tell you that that was good. The point was, that was really good. And I think there's a lot of good decision making in this run specifically too. I was very happy with how I played it. Out of those like 3 runs that I did have, they all had really fast strongholds. None of them really converted. Like I had pretty bad stronghold navs, but this one was the best out of the lot, and I'm pretty happy with it. This play right here, me jumping over the piglins right there, I think this is like a really solid decision right here. There's perfect terrain connecting the top halves of both of these towers, so instead of normally like making a bridge for the piglins to come across, I just go straight to mining, and all the piglins are here. Another thing I should mention, or at least talk about, is the seed itself. Like, it is just a really good seed. I got 2 structures here. I see I spawn basically on the fortress. I see a bastion right next to me, and that's probably a big part of it too. Like, I just got lucky in that like 2-day strip. Like I just got good seeds, and it's kind of it's always like a weird relationship with luck in random seeds glitchless speedrunning, because like it's random seed. Like you have to play for the good seeds, and then when you get good seeds, you're like, oh, that's like unusual. I'm like getting lucky, and like I'm actually getting runs here. So that's kind of what it felt like at this moment. But I've had a lot of periods of unluckiness, so it feels cool that it's like finally paying off. And I might get another sub 10 here like any day now. I've had a couple of people ask me, like, after, like, so since I hit my first sub 10, which is like the biggest barrier in speedrunning, they're like, are you like gonna keep running? Like, why do you want to keep running? And I don't think I know exactly why. The reason, part of it is definitely like you just like it, you're like addicted to the process of like, I gotta get another seed. But I think a lot of it is like, I am just like having a lot of fun with random seed like speedrunning these days. Like I don't know, especially because I just like posted a lifesteal video. So like I got my projects out of the work like for YouTube for like the main channel, and I didn't really have anything to do. And like resetting on the wall is just a really convenient and easy thing to do when you're like, I don't really know what to do. I'll just like reset on the wall. Like I might as well. I'll just like listen to music. I'll start up my stream. I'll just kind of do that. So it's been very good for that. And it also helps that I just am getting a lot better at speedrunning. At least skeletons were a pain here. I forgot about that. Also, I wish I could have pearled to this spawner. Like, I maybe could have, but I would have been on low health, so I don't think it was smart. But this one was really weird because I had to play very conservatively because, like, I literally just have Rotten Flesh. But what was I saying? Yeah, I just am getting a lot better at speedrunning, so it just does make it more fun to like speedrun, like when you play well, like like, oh, look at me, I like played well and got a good time. Of course that's gonna make me feel better. So that's kind of funny. Also, shout out to Danny and Rainex. They're some of my speedrunning friends that they gave me a big confidence boost. It was actually really nice because I was like playing some ranked speedrunning or something, and I was like showing them like where I was on the ladder. I was like 70th or something, 70, 60, maybe I was like 80th place or something at the moment. And they were like, really? I feel like you're better than that. And like they talked about it for a while, and they're like, you just like are like your playing is like clean, you make good decisions, like I don't know. And like it was a huge confidence booster because like you can think that to yourself, like, oh, I do play well, but like another good player says it, you're like, oh, that's cool. And I think at some stages, like if speedrunning as a journey as a whole, I feel like there's stages to it and like points where you really level up. Like maybe you learn a new skill, maybe you learn how to zero cycle, and you're like, yeah, I'm leveling up right now as a speedrunner. I feel like moments like this where people tell you like, no, you're playing well here. Like I think changing your belief can also be like a step up. Like an easy way to like step up your skill level is to like actually just like learn a new skill and like do something. But I think there's also a big aspect to be said for like believing in yourself, and like even if it's like not entirely justified, but like I think there's a lot to be said for like, I think that I can do this. And I say that because I had the same feeling when it comes to YouTube. Like when I first started YouTube, like I started with 0 subscribers, you know, just like everybody else. I made 100 videos and got less than 100 subscribers, or maybe it was slightly more than 100 subscribers, but it wasn't anything more than 120. Like how can I believe at that moment that I can make it as a YouTuber? And I never really said it to myself, and when I really said it out loud, like I'd always say like, yeah, but like I probably won't ever make it, you know, because that just is factual, like if you just look at the stats. And so that's what I would always say. But deep down, I thought that I could make it. Like I thought that I could do it. And I think there is something to be said for that when you're like going into a new field or learning something, like having the belief that you can do it. I think that can be underrated, even if it is delusional. Like I think like I had to be delusional like at that point when I had like 100 subscribers. I hadn't made a ton of videos, didn't really know what I was doing, but I was like, why can't I? You know what? I think I can do that. And so wrapping all this back to my friends saying like, no, I think you're like better than like you actually are. Like I feel like it had that same effect on me. Maybe not like as grandiose as like me leveling up, because I don't know how much better I am playing, but it was really cool. So shout out Danny Boy and Rainex. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going for a 0 cycle here. This is a T100, very hard 0 cycle here. I miss, but I hit the freaking bow clutch. So that was kind of hype. It was just like too short of a pearl. Maybe I could have gotten there if I had perfect mechanics, but I just was like, I just wasn't fast enough. So this is the backup strategy. This is ground zero. If I would have hit that 0 cycle, oh, I wanted to mention there, I specifically waited for that Dragon Ball to hit because it locks to your feet, and I wanted the fire breath to be above me so it wouldn't kill me, and then I come down a little bit after that. But then like this like would have PB'd pretty easily if I just hit 0 right here. But it's still a good time regardless, because I've set up for ground zero, which is what you're watching right now. You basically enclose yourself with iron bars so that the dragon can't pathfind you, like it doesn't have line of sight with you. Like there's a very tiny space above me where the dragon could see me, but it doesn't really go there. And so the way its AI works is it will circle around the location of a player, and I'm basically using that to kill the dragon right here with beds. I think it's a really cool strategy. You can do this on any end island, as opposed to Zero Cycle, where you kind of need a good end island. But I don't have enough time to explain. Okay.
No, it's so close to it, so bad! No, dude! Oh my god! Yo, full mic'd up! 10:02! You're kidding! I'm so cracked! Dude! Dude! Oh my gosh!
So yeah, I think that was the first time, definitely like the first good run that I've had a ground zero in it. And if you couldn't tell, like I was pretty freaking excited about this run. And at the same time, like I messed up the ground zero. Like I had to do an extra rotation because I messed up my first bed. And so if I didn't do that, it would have been a sub 10 and like probably just would have PB'd. Like what? I'm like actually getting good at speedrunning. But then to link it all back together at the beginning, dude, I've been like getting absolutely smoked in ranked speedrunning right now. I've dropped so many places, bro. I've lost so many games. Hopefully it's not a permanent thing. I also got a new mouse and a new sensitivity. So that could be contributing factors, but like you don't make excuses. I am just like not playing great. And anyways, the point is I was feeling really good. Okay, I'm yapping now. I need longer runs, man. I have more to talk about. Okay, bye guys.